Indianapolis Colts are facing the Atlanta Falcons in this Week 10 matchup in Berlin. Let's talk about it. Is it just me, or does this game feel like a must-win for this Colts football team? I feel like this game means a lot going into our bye and to the final stretch of our season. It kind of feels like this is a must-win game against the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons team that's not very good, but I think a little bit underrated because the record doesn't reflect kind of how good this football team actually is, and it's kind of weird. I'm kind of on like an upset alert for this game. If I'm Shane Steichen and I'm coming up with the game plan, we need to run the ball. After what we saw last week against the Steelers, the game plan going into this is we've got to run the damn ball. Jonathan Taylor has got to be more a part of the game planning. He's got to get more touches. He's got to exploit Falcons defense. Speaking of this Falcons defense, I don't know if you guys know this, the Falcons defense is #1 against the pass. This football team is actually pretty freaking good. They only allow about 5.4 yards per pass completion, and they've only allowed 300 or more passing yards in a game once this year, and that was back in week 4 against the Commanders, where they gave up 307 passing yards. Other than that, that is the only game this year that a quarterback has thrown for more than 300 yards against this Falcons defense, which it's spectacular. I mean, this passing defense is no joke. So with that being said, that's where Jonathan Taylor in the running game is going to come into play. This Falcons defense is ranked 23rd when defending the run. They have allowed 124 yards rushing per game. If a team is struggling defending the run, then what do you need to do? You need to run the ball. I fully expect the game plan this week to be built around Jonathan Taylor and the running game. This defense is ranked 23rd. They're giving up 125 yards per game on the ground. They're not very good when it comes to defending the run. Let's talk about the Falcons offense a little bit. Their offense isn't very good, if we're being honest. And in this game, we're going to see the debut of our new addition, Sauce Gardner, that we acquired from the Jets at the deadline. I don't expect Sauce Gardner to have a big impact in this football game, getting that we just signed him on Tuesday, but I do believe that he will make his presence known whenever he is on the field for this defense. This Falcons offense tends to struggle a lot on third down. They have a third down efficiency of 36%, which is 23rd in the league. If we're able to get them to 3rd and long, they're going to struggle. And their red zone efficiency isn't very good either. They have a red zone efficiency of 52%, and opposing teams when entering the red zone have an efficiency of 70%. That's a lot. That's pretty high. If you have teams scoring 70% of the time when they're in the red zone, that's not very good. And that's ranked 30th in the league. So this team struggles both in the red zone and on third downs. So if we're able to put pressure on this Falcons offense and force them into 3rd and long, like I said, we have a very strong chance of pulling out this game and shutting down this Falcons offense. And this doesn't take anything away from Michael Penix. He's in his 2nd season, 1st full year as a starter, and he's completing over 60% of his passes. He's only turned the ball over 3 times through the air, and he's averaging about 7 yards per attempt. So he's not afraid to throw the ball. And his favorite weapon, of course, Drake London, who leads this team by far. He's averaging about 12.5 yards per catch. He's targeted about 6 times per game, which is the most on the team. He's averaging about 83 yards per game, which is also the most on the team out of all the receivers. And he also has 5 touchdowns, which is the most on the football team, but that also includes running backs. So he has more receiving touchdowns than all the receivers and the running backs on this football team. So if that doesn't explain to you and show you the importance of Drake London to this football team, then I don't know what else will. They do have other weapons on this team like Bijan Robinson. He is another focal point of this offense. He's averaging about 14 carries per game, 5 yards per carry. He's averaging about 74 yards per game. So our defensive front, they're going to be able to kind of slow that down a little bit. I fully expect them to be able to slow Bijan down. The offensive line for this football team, they're also giving up about 4 sacks a game, but we're going to also have to do this without our star defensive player, DeForest Buckner. To my surprise, he's ruled out for this game with a neck injury. I mean, I didn't see this coming. He played the entire game last week, and now all of a sudden he pops up on the injury report all of a sudden, but we are going to have to be playing this game without DeForest Buckner, who is a major impact on that defensive front. But like I said, if we're able to do these things well and stick to what we know, stick to Colts football, Colts should win this game in Berlin against the Atlanta Falcons. I feel like this is a really big game. I feel like this is a must-win game for the Colts, especially with Denver getting the win over Raiders on Thursday Night Football. We have to win this game to stay atop of the AFC and to keep the #1 seed. So big game, man. Big game going into the bye, man. Fully expect us to win this game. So, but you never know, man. Stranger things have happened. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you're a Colts fan, make sure you go ahead and pass this along to all your other fellow Colts fans. Or if you're just a fan of football in general, join the team, man. But that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.